Welcome.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Alina Corrales, aka Blondie, and I don't know why my name doesn't show up. Because I don't have it set in. There you go. Hi, my name is Alina Corrales, aka Blondie, and you're watching Simply Blondie, where I talk about pretty much everything and anything that is on my mind, from the very important stuff all the way down to the BS and everything in between. I have a kind of a jam-packed show for you guys today. We are going to be obviously talking about the Mario movie that came out last Wednesday. So I kind of waited a week a little bit and decided to do it, today to give everybody a chance. I spent most of the day trying to figure out if I wanted to make it spoiler free or spoilers. So there's going to be some spoilers here and there. So yeah, other than that, like I said, I have a bunch of stuff to show. This show has a bunch of stuff that I find it, like I said, really interesting and very important. So let me just get myself a little bit organized because I don't have anything organized at the moment. Let me put my social. So down below is my social. So follow me if you want. Stay connected with me on social media, which is going to be Instagram, Twitter, as well as TikTok. I am trying to post up a little bit more often on TikTok, considering the fact that I've been kind of like keeping myself a little bit preoccupied while building up to my shows. So I'm like usually kind of busy. Last show, I think not last show, but like the show when I first came back. So I would say, I don't know what show it was. I mentioned in the past that I do have I'm in the works of working out some kinks here and there with Patreon. Now, at the moment, I do not have a Patreon. I'm still working on that. I did say that once I hit a certain number, I will finally put up a Patreon and have it ready for you guys. But I went through the crevice of my back of my mind and I remembered that I had one, and not a Patreon, which I have Patreon. I'm still working on it though. I have this thing called Coffee. I've had it since 2015. I really haven't used it. It's just been there for when I was doing my website and kind of just fell off face with it. I really just made it and just forgot about it completely, like just blanked out about its existence. So the link is down below. I have it now up and running. So I think of it as kind of like a quote unquote tip jar. You don't have to tip me. Me doing these shows for you guys and just just basically making friends, making connections, and just entertaining you guys. That's my reward, to be honest. But you are more than welcome to tip if you guys want to. It's down below. And also I have the link right here. There is the QR code. You guys are more than welcome to take that, scan that, and do with what you please. Tip me $1.50. I don't really care. But I do have a show about that very coming up very, very soon that I cannot wait to talk about. So yeah. So couple things. So that was the first thing. A second thing, which is I made the announcement on my YouTube, on my what can I say YouTube, on my Twitter account this morning. I have an announcement. Starting next week, I'm going to be doing not just one show, but I'm going to be doing two shows next week. So I'll talk more about that towards the end to kind of give you more explanation. Every Fridays, I will be posting up a list of all the shows that are going to be coming out for the following week. That way you're up to date. And also, if you are interested in any topic that I am going to be basically addressing, you want to be a part of it, just let me know down below in the comments, as well as I got to check this out, man. As well as message me, get a hold of me somehow, because sometimes I just kind of like blank out. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing shows on Mondays and Wednesdays. And hopefully, before the end of 23, I would at least have at least 3 to 4 shows. So, where I'm just like trying to slowly build up to that. But yeah, like I said, I have a lot of things to talk about. I have a lot of things. I am like tongue tied today. But I'm trying to think. There was one more thing I wanted to say, and I just blanked out. Oh, just remembered right now. Last week, I did not do a show. Real reason is like I was just really tired and burnt out. It wasn't because of the show. It's just sometimes I feel like I need to kind of like relax a little bit and have like an R&R to myself and all that. But last week when I had KA as well as Purple Freckles on my show, there was two things that happened at the time, as well as the actress we were talking about that portrays Lady Demetress. Now, for the Lady Demetress Purple Freckles was talking about the face model. I was talking about the actual mocap actress that is the motion capture actress. So we were both right. We were just not on the same frequency. I did reach out to her and tell her, hey, you know what? We were both right about this. And we had a good laugh about that. Second, the time. So all of last week, not the week, all of the week before when I was building up to the show, I was under the impression that since Arizona does not follow the time zones, like they have no time zones whatsoever. With Florida, so basically when you spring forward in the springtime, Florida is 3 hours ahead, while California is, like, for us, we're on the same time frame. When I was in California, California was just 3 hours behind Florida, and that was it. When I'm here, springing forward, Florida is 3 hours. California, we're on the right time. It's fall. When we fall back in the fall, Florida is about 2 hours, and then California is about an hour behind. So that was where the confusion was at. I literally thought that I was on the right time. Thanks to KA for correcting me. Thank you. I just didn't know. So then enough about that. So I'm like kind of like slightly glancing down because I see that he might be on the. So I do have a guest today. I have KA Slash with me today, as we're gonna be reviewing the Mario movie. And let me set myself up. Let me get this information before I bring him up. Hold on, let me see. I think 1 second because I'm like looking. Let me see. Let me just say how to. Okay, so let me real quick. Hello, hi, welcome. I'm thinking that he's on the phone right now, so let me just kind of like. So I was kind of giving you guys a little breakdown of what was happening. Since you just came. Okay, so he kept going. Okay, so he's telling me to keep going. Okay, we're gonna keep going. So I guess. Oh, hi. Hello. I was actually thinking about you, and I know. Let me just get back real quick. I was actually thinking. I gotta wait. That Miss Frizzle look going? Yes. Actually, hold on. Let me take off my headphones. Yes. This is actually an old jumpsuit that I had for a while. It's from the Stranger Things season 3, I believe. I have to finish watching that. But Robotic Turtle, I was actually thinking about you when last time. Okay, so anyway, forget it. So real quick before the people came in, so 2 shows. The Ninja Turtles, that's what I was trying to remember. The Ninja Turtles panel, I am going to be doing in August. And I just remembered right now that I'm going to be dressing up for that show. So I am trying to finalize how I'm going to do the look, but I will be dressing up as Leo from Rise of the Ninja Turtles for that panel in August. So I have not forgot about you at all, what you said. So anyway, so let me bring in my guest to talk about the new movie Mario Brothers, the Super Mario Brothers, KA Slash, and well, there you go.
I told you 100 times, though. 93 Mario Brothers movie is not better than the one that came out now. You must be out your mind. What you mean? And what you mean black licorice is the best theater candy? Man, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, we are?
Yeah, we're on. I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you and your conversation about the Mario Brothers movie?
Nah. I heard some blasphemy. I had to address it.
Oh, shoot. Well, we're going to be talking about that.
I had to give him the old flip phone shut up.
Oh, the flip phone shutdown. Oh, you cannot mess with the flip phone shutdown. So,
I apologize for that.
It's okay. So, how have you been besides fighting the Mario movies, I guess?
I have been doing good.
That's good. That is good because last time we had fun and we're going to have fun again.
Yeah, about 3 hours worth.
Oh God, yes, 3 hours worth, but it was 3 hours worth of fun. I'm gonna try to like not.
That was a full-blown podcast. I'm not gonna lie, that was a full-blown podcast.
I've seen people go further, and I was just like, I know I can do it, but I go. All my friends are on the East Coast, and they got work in the morning. I can only do it on the weekends.
You know they say East Coast is the Beast Coast.
That is. But let me see real quick. The 90s Mario movie was lit. I'm going to talk about the 90s Mario movie like right now, actually. So, down below, guys, if you guys want to follow more information, more about KA Slash, all his info is down below. He is very prominent, and I've noticed this on TikTok a lot more than I am.
4,000 followers, but who's counting?
I got like 15.
Apparently, a lot of people like comedic nerdy stuff. And my
course.
most viewed video was basically me doing a duet with this cute little kid. I was dressed up as Hulk Hogan, and I had like an old school, like the old NWA United States Championship. And I'm like, who's my next opponent? And I see this cute little Hulk Hogan kid dressed up, and I'm like, oh snap. I was like, I just presented the title like so. I was like, you win.
Aw,
And
I have
that
to
got a
go watch.
lot of the mother even commented on the picture. I was on the video. I was like, what?
Oh, that's cute. Fingers crossed I can watch it live. Wait, what? Hold up. Fingers crossed I can watch it live August since I'm oh, the Ninja Turtles. Okay. I was like, what are you
I'll
talking
say,
about?
I
But let me think. But yes, you mentioned to me before we get started, we'll mention again. You have some show announcements?
yes. As you know, for those who've know me before, I am KA Slash. I am a proud member of the roster of the greatest indie wrestling promotion in Florida, CCW, Coastal Championship Wrestling. I am the Nerdzilla, KA Slash Rookie Sensation, and we are doing so well. We just had a great show, our first ever show in California during WrestleMania weekend for Telamerica called CCW Genesis. If you can definitely check that out. We're back in Florida, and we have a full weekend of shows. Friday, we have our show in Kissimmee, Conquer Kissimmee, and one of our great matches that I'm definitely looking forward to is my boy, the charismatic Chris Farrow, against one of my first teachers in this wrestling thing, Mr. Jake St. Patrick.
Oh.
Saturday, right here in Pompano Beach, we have CCW Breakout 23 or 2023.
Yeah.
And it's one of our most popular shows. It's always lit. You could say it's a breakout show, pun definitely intended. And finally, Sunday, we're going to be at Homestead at the Miami Brewing Company for the Saturday Night Slam. Well, normally we call it Saturday Night Slam, but it's called the Battle at the Redlands.
Ooh. Okay, that sounds cool. I keep saying this.
Check out CCW on Instagram, Facebook. If you want to get tickets, go to ccwrestlingfl.com for all ticket information. Check out the best wrestling in Florida, in the East Coast. We are the last territory. This is CCW.
Nice. I got to come up with a banner for you next time when I have you on here. So I have to. That was the one thing we talked about, was that I was like, oh, I really got to go to one of your shows. I still have to. And I was there in Florida in March too. But I got to make it.
We're having fun at the Hard Rock, sipping mimosas.
I really wasn't. I wasn't drinking mimosas.
You were at the pool, though.
Yeah, I was.
I
was. I was. Anyway, all right. So the main attraction. Let's talk about the Super Mario Brothers movie that came out. I have to put 2023 because some people think of the 93 version, which is going to be this one.
Make it go away. Make it go away.
We are talking about this one.
That's the one.
The newer one, people.
Wait. Let me leave to the side real quick. A Drake meme.
Oh, this. Wait. There you go. There you go. Oh God. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, I was trying my best not to spoil the movie too much, but it's been a week, and I feel like that grace period has expired already.
I usually give it 3 weeks.
I'm trying to be nice. Okay,
depending how big the movie is, like if it was Endgame, for example, I give everybody 2 months.
Oh, 2
months.
2 months to
Mario Brothers feels like a 2-month grace period.
I mean, the story in itself is very standard. Obviously, if you have played the games, the story is very standard. Hero saves princess from basically villain. That's it. It's a very standard kind of like fairy tale story where this is when I saw it, I kid you not, I probably was there was about 20 people in my theater. Okay.
Nice. That's actually pretty lit. The less
It,
people, the better.
yeah. And I had an entire row to myself, like an entire row to myself, and I loved it. And
I actually watched it with some of my fellow wrestlers from CCW. So.
oh, nice. Okay, so I watched it by myself. I went by myself. I was like, I don't care. I got there super early too. I was ready for it. I got there super early. I went shopping real quick to get makeup and everything because I had to go get something. And that was during the time I was treating myself like shit for a bit because I was kind of like under the weather. Saw it, loved it. I actually liked it a lot. I can hear TC. Yes, that is TC in the background. He's outside the door. I'm sorry. Okay, so I won't give too much spoilers. Okay, I'm sorry. No spoilers for people.
No, we give a warning, then we go to spoilers.
Okay, we'll do this. We'll talk about the movie, and then when we get to spoilers, we'll do a warning real quick, and then we'll do all the spoilers.
Yeah.
All right, so I was a bit taken back. I was a bit surprised. I had fun with this film. I really did. It was a fun, immersive film where it was filled with nostalgia. Because the thing is, you see so many things from other properties, like from the other games that throughout the years, you see it there. And it just blew my mind just to see it on the big screen.
The amount of love that was put in this movie. No wonder it was finished ahead of schedule.
Yes. I was taken back completely because the thing is that I thought I was going to have a problem with the Chris Pratt thing. I was trying to be biased about it because I was like, you know what? Chris Pratt, I separate the actor from the person. Chris Pratt, I'm not like 100% a Chris Pratt fan, but his work I do like. I loved him in, Parks and Rec. I love him as Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. Like he does good work, but as a character, as himself, there's some things that he does that kind of makes me like raise an eyebrow a little bit, but it's not my life to live. It's like his life, not mine. But they do explain why Mario and Luigi, they don't have that Italian accent.
It was just for a bit.
It was. And I love that. I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. They're from New York. They're from Brooklyn. They're not going to have an Italian accent. What they're going to have is just a Brooklyn accent. I look blue.
And here's a hilarious thing because some of my students we're talking about the Mario movie, and they were asking me, Teach, how come the Mario brothers don't have Italian accents? And like they ain't even Italians, man. They from Brooklyn. And then I had to raise the eyebrows, like, you've never been to New York, have you? Especially Brooklyn. Brooklyn is like, dude, it's like, pretty prominent in Italian residents.
Yeah. That's the one thing I did like was that the actual voice actor to Mario was in the film. He had 2 roles in that film.
I know who they are too.
I do too. I was like, well, I mean, the first one you see automatically. The second one, I didn't even pick up on it until someone pointed it out to me. And when I sat down, listened to it again, I was like, oh shit, it is him. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of refreshing to hear him actually say a sentence or two instead of saying "wahoo,
wahoo, it's a me." But I loved it. I liked how Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, both as Mario Luigi, just having this sense of like brotherly love. That he cares so much about his little brother.
I just want to say Charlie Day was made to play Luigi.
He was. All the screaming he does.
That like he was perfect for Luigi.
He was
like the perfect balance. Like, yeah, I am scared as hell, but I'm still gonna do what I gotta do.
Exactly, and I like that. Charlie, like everyone, like already people are just saying like, that they need to do a Luigi Mansions movie already.
They don't have to. They kind of already did it.
I say they should. They should do a Luigi's Mansion, but
make it like a side story.
That's what I thought when I saw, because you see it in the trailers. Because the thing is that the one thing I did notice is that about 85% of the movie is in the trailer. There's just that small percentage where you don't see it, and that's it. So it's just,
There's a few scenes or two that got cut from the trailer. So.
exactly. So there's a couple scenes here and there that was taken out, but the thing is that like a lot of people are kind of like going in with this like, oh my god, the story's too fast. I go, yeah, the story is very simplistic, so it's going to be a fast-paced story. You know, if you don't know the franchise, it's understandable, but they try to give you as much information in the very beginning, like the whole platform scenes, you know, is from the games. That's pretty much what it is. Mario is a platform game before it became like more of an open range kind of game when it came to like N64. And then with Space Mario Space Odyssey. Sorry, I keep saying Space Odyssey.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. But and also Odyssey as well as Galaxy was just more open world. But the thing is that it started off as a platformer. That's all it was.
Speaking of Odyssey, that is literally the one game that had the most Easter eggs in the movie. It's crazy.
Oh, you mean the
wait for the spoilers.
No, he was in the trailer.
Oh no, I was just talking about something else. But
No,
wait,
no.
Go back to our little friend. I'm sorry. I don't care if this is spoiler. I need to say this. I don't know what this Luma went through, but same.
my friend Karen, which she cosplays as Mario, like the Warfare one.
I know who you're talking about. I know her.
So she posted up of how she liked it, and I said it makes me question what the hell's going on with Rosalina if this Lumi is like that. I'm like questioning, like, what the hell's going on with you? What's going on? Is there something in it?
Needs a hug.
He does. Oh, video game we're lucky to have. Oh, it's
like I have fresh meat for the grinder. Hey, yo.
The sweet release of death. Whoa. Calm down.
That took a turn.
I loved it.
Do you want to know a fun fact about that Luma?
What happened?
The voice actor for that Luma is one of the co-director's daughter.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
Oh shit!
It's one of the co-director's daughter.
Okay. Oh damn. Well, I mean, I think I have one, but I'm going to bring up the voice actors and we'll talk about each one of them in a sec. But the story, like I said, like it's very simplistic. It's very fast paced. It was very entertaining. The only thing that I had a slight problem with was with DK, with his voice. I had a slight issue, but then I had to remember that we don't have much of a voice canon for him, other than the DK show that came out during the 90s. When the game for the N64 game came out, they had a TV show called Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah. Donkey Kong, let's go.
Yeah.
Yo.
So I forgot for a bit that we didn't have much of a voice for him, unless you count the show. It took me a bit, but I warmed up to Seth Rogen a little bit as DK.
I think he fits very well as DK. And when we get to the spoiler, like my favorite part of the movie involves DK. When we get to spoilers,
okay.
Spoilers abound. I'm gonna like as soon as you go to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna pop off just to give you fair warning.
Okay, all right, fair warning. Let me think. Oh God, no! It's just the characters themselves was just awesome. And yes, someone did point this out. Let me go grab it real quick. Right here from Shield Wall of Dragons. It's based on a side-scroller platform video game. We're lucky to have gotten as much as a story we did. Yes, because if you are not from the 90s, and I brought it up already, and I'm going to have to bring it up again, so you might want to shield your eyes if you don't want to see this abomination, because there is now stories and things about it. We had this from 93, the Super Mario Brothers that came out. And it's just kind of like, this was our Yoshi and Princess Daisy, which wasn't even Princess Peach. And then this abomination was our Goombas. And then these were the boys, these were Mario and Luigi, but the story was different, that Mario was Luigi's dad. So it was different. The story just did not make any sense at all. That was ours.
Even Bob Hoskins even said that was the worst movie of my career.
He didn't want to be on the set, from what I heard, because there was like another person. There was another group that I watch here on YouTube that they even said that he could tell that he did not want to be on the set.
Oh no, the conditions for filming that movie were terrible. The two directors could not get along. There was always constant rewrites, and the work conditions were so damn hot that some people were dropping down from heat stroke.
Jesus Christ!
It
But
was a shit production.
they act.
Poor John
God.
Leguizamo. Poor Bob Hoskins.
I know, poor, but John, like, he's protesting this too because he doesn't want to see, because he claims there's no representation for the Latin community. But the voice actress who provided the voice for Peach is Argentinian.
Really?
Yeah, she's mixed, I think.
Ah.
So I'm kind of like, they drank while acting. Oh my God, let me see. They drank while acting. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine they didn't. Because that movie, I swear to God, it was just like, Jesus. Yeah, let me see. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, he had pretty much just came off the high of Who Framed Roger, which is such a great movie.
Dude, I'm telling my film students, it's like, what the heck is Who Framed Roger Rabbit? It's one of the best animated / real world movies ever. But during this current climate of sensitivity and little snowflakes, do not watch it in school.
You cannot, because then you're gonna have questions about Jessica Rabbit, about your sexuality.
Yeah, no, there ain't no questions about that.
Oh, no. She's gorgeous.
I was like she was drawn that way. And then, hey, I look on the bright side. At least they have not asked about Cool World.
Don't make me pull out Cool World costumes, because I will. Because I have her costume here still.
Don't you threaten me with a good time.
Oh God, no! But that was our Mario Brothers. That was literally ours during the 90s. And apparently now, since the success of this film, people are now going back to revisit the 93 version.
And you can't stream it anywhere.
No, you can't find it. I've been trying to find it to watch it again, because I'm like, you
can't stream it anywhere, dude. It's you ever had have you ever heard of, like, when a game goes so bad it gets delisted off the digital marketplace?
Really?
It's pretty something if a movie was so bad it got delisted.
Damn. Well, you want to hear something really good, and we'll get to your review?
Mm-hmm.
Or I may have to turn this down just a teeny tiny bit because it's a little loud. We were just making the meme right now. So apparently the Super Mario Brothers surpassed 2 Disney films.
Which ones?
Let me show you.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
_weed. The movie has surpassed 2 Disney films, Frozen and Lion King live action.
Fuck
and I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I was like really surprised, because I'm not a big Frozen fan. Like Frozen 2, I can watch it like once and I'm done. But like, I am so happy that it surpassed those 2 films.
Hey, I will say this right now. I would rather watch Frozen more than the live action Lion King. And honestly, I don't hate the film Frozen. It's just that damn song has been overplayed so many goddamn times.
Well, I mean, you gotta
don't you freaking say it.
Okay, we don't talk about him.
Don't you say it. And I got a beef with live action Lion King. Like a legitimate beef with that movie.
I mean, I already told you last time that they're doing a Mufasa movie, which is a prequel to Lion King, that's coming out, like, I think in 25, 26.
Is James Earl Jones going to be Mufasa?
You better be.
If not, I just fuck it.
I rented it on VHS. Oh, God, me too. My stepbrothers had it on VHS. If you guys didn't know, if any of my, my old school, young generation, a VHS, I have one in my closet, but I have to pull it on next time when we talk about VHS. It's a little brown, not a brown, like Nickelodeon had an orange.
It's a giant black cassette tape.
Thank you. It's a cassette tape. Nickelodeon had the cooler ones. They had the orange ones, which were
mine was orange and it was a good burger.
Oh, I had orange and it was the Rugrats movie. Rugrats Going to Paris.
That's a good one.
It is.
Yeah,
Um,
but I was saying, like, I would rather watch Frozen more than the live action Lion King, only because I have a legitimate beef with Lion King because they literally scrapped out one of the most iconic songs in Lion King. Not Hakuna Matata, not Circle of Life, but they scrapped out "Be Prepared"
prepared.
for a Beyonce scene. I'm like, no disrespect to Beyonce, and I don't care if I trigger Beyonce fans. I really don't care.
The Queen
Beyonce
Bees.
didn't need to do that. If you're gonna be in the Disney playground, you play by Disney rules.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that is very, very true. Honestly, let me see. Hogan. Frozen 2 was not that good. Frozen 1 was 10 times better. I don't know. I think my beef with Frozen 1 is because a lot of people wanted to make it seem like it was the first for many, and it really wasn't. It has a decent storyline, but it's not the first for many. So, I mean, like people are saying, oh, the first sister relationship that was done by Lilo and Stitch first.
Me sibling.
The sibling relationships.
Mm.
What was the other one? The one that the you don't marry your first love. That actually I had to debunk that one. It was Enchanted that basically debunked that you can't marry your first love. The first person you meet, you can't marry them the next day. You didn't go on a date or anything like that.
I need to see the sequel to that movie. I think it's out already.
It is. I watched it. I have to rewatch it again. I'm like, I have to sit down and rewatch certain things because sometimes I'm not paying attention. So,
I mean,
but
the one live action Disney thing that I thoroughly enjoyed, and I don't care. I loved watching Descendants.
I haven't watched it.
The concept is just so simple, but it's so damn cool.
Okay, I gotta sit down because I know that the new one, which we're getting off topic, but I'm gonna go. We're gonna jump right back. The
Jump back
new
to Mario.
one, yeah, we'll jump to Mario because it says more in the bottom. But the new one, they're bringing what's it called, Brandy's Cinderella into the story.
The Hammerstein Cinderella is gonna be Disney canon. I love that.
And I was
Rodgers
just
and Hammerstein.
I was prepared for that. Oh,
I
God.
love that.
But yes, back to Mario, Super Mario. So, what is your review before we start talking about everything?
Well, as a person who just teaching video editing and digital design, I just want to say off the rip, and I'll say it before: Illumination don't freaking miss. Visually is just gorgeous. The lighting, the environment, the texture, the arrangement of the classic Mario songs. It was so beautifully done. And the Easter eggs. Oh my God. The Easter eggs. Like when I thought I saw all of them, and then one of my homies after walking out of the movie, was like, "Did you see the so-and-so reference?" Like, where? I gotta watch that shit again. And for those who've not seen it, watch after the credits. There's two.
There's two. I told you before we started, I had 20 people in my theater. I had my whole row to myself. When the first one came, everyone was like still there. So once that scene was done, everyone got up and walked out. And I can understand they have kids. That's kind of where I have a little issue with it, where they should have changed it up a little bit to make it, so everyone can see it. And then like the last one, which I'll mention in the spoilers, should have been like the last one.
Yeah.
But
I do have one. But to go finishing up the review. Visually it was amazing. The scores, the original games was great. I loved how like almost every single Mario game, whether it be from Nintendo, NES, Game Boy Advance to Switch to Wii U, was all referenced and respected in this movie. And the voice acting I had no problem with, and I'll give Chris Pratt his due. Chris Pratt did a good job.
He did. He did
a damn good job. And there is one blemish that I would say is like, it's that you have a wide range of music from the Mario, should I say anthology, like universe, I guess, Mario universe, but you literally could not help yourself to play freaking ACD Thunderstruck.
that I can tell you this. That was Illumination, because they have a tendency to put songs that they overuse in their property. Because that song was already used once in another film of theirs.
And And it's also the most copyrighted song in history. It's AC/DC's Thunderstruck.
Exactly.
But
and also like I Need a Hero was another song that was in there too.
Yes, also there's a certain song that I heard, and I just want to give a special shout out to one of my wrestling buddies, and also one of my teachers from CCW. When I heard a certain song, when we first get to a certain kingdom, and it was like a good old fashioned 80s song, you know. I was like, no way they used this song. So I have to give a special shout out to the Florida man, TC Reed from CCW. You didn't tell me that somehow, some way you're gonna be in this movie. Would take on me being in the movie. What the hell? I love you, TC, man.
Oh God.
But yeah, 9 out of 10. Gotta watch. I gotta watch again to get those Easter eggs down. I will come there with a notebook and write down every single Easter egg I would. I'll do it.
That was my thing, because after I watched it, got into my car, I was like, I have to watch it again. I gotta go buy a ticket and watch it again because I had so much fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's so rare. Yeah. Oh, there you go. The TC Reed is chill AF.
Wait, you know him?
Apparently.
You know TC Reed?
Let me see. That scene was fun. He had a sports coat on.
That's what reminded me of TC Reed, because he walks out with a white jacket when he goes to the ring.
Oh God.
TC Reed? Is that you?
But oh God, and it's rare for me to say this, because like I probably would, if I had the opportunity, or if I could, I would go watch like the Sonic movies on loop. Like I would sneak in to go watch it over and over. This is one of those movies that I'll go sneak in and watch it over and over and not get tired of it, because there's so much like Easter eggs, like you were saying. There was just so much of it, and it's not overwhelming like how it was with like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. I
haven't seen that yet, but I need to watch it.
Good movie. Overwhelmingly too many Easter eggs, because I get it. They're trying to show, like, pay a lot of homage to different styles of art.
And also the Disney afternoon.
Yeah. But it was just like, it's good, but it's just not overwhelming like how that was. This had like a chef's kiss amount.
The perfect balance.
The perfect balance without getting overwhelmed. You're like, shit. Like Space Jam 2. It was all Warner Brothers property, and they're like, look what we got. And Disney comes out like, look what we have. Like, and we got permission to use.
There were certain licenses in Space Jam 2 I didn't know that was owned by Warner Brothers. Like, wait, Casablanca and Austin Powers is owned by Warner Brothers?
Yeah. But this, like, it was just nostalgic. It was just a fun movie.
Yeah, and I also find it hilarious that now in the realm of theater, Sonic and Mario are competing against each other again.
Yep.
We ain't in the Olympic Games no more.
They're fighting on the screens now. Oh, I love it. And with the Sonic movie coming out next year in December,
please don't disrespect. Don't ever disrespect me by messing up Shadow's voice actor.
God,
on my mama, you heard? Don't on my mama. Don't ever disrespect me if you mess up Shadow's voice actor.
Oh God, no. But anyway, so I guess you want to do the spoilers now?
Yes. Spoiler warning.
All right, guys. Let me set up a scene real quick for you guys. Let me put this little thing real quick. Actually, it's right here. All right. So before we get to it, I'm gonna do like a quick countdown.
Can I do it?
Give me one. I will let you know.
Okay.
We are going to be doing spoiler-filled review. Spoiler. So if you have not seen the movie, or you do not mind being spoiled like myself, this movie was one of the movies that I did not want to be spoiled because I really wanted to see it. Leave now. I would say come back, or you can mute it. If anything, you're more than welcome to. Let me think. You got your warning. So it's K / would you like to do the countdown?
Spoiler warning for the Super Mario Brothers 2023 movie in 5, 4, 3, 2, one. He comes out to the DK64 rap.
I know.
DK. Donkey Kong. DK,
I love that.
DK.
What is messed up about that is that, like I said, I was in a room with 20 people, and when that song came on, I got smacked with nostalgia because I remember when that was on the N64 and you don't touch it and it goes straight into the DK rap. And I heard it and I was like, oh my God, it's the DK rap. I didn't think I'll ever hear this again.
It's 2023 and Nintendo 64. No, we ain't gonna make you forget us.
Oh, we're gonna make you remember. And there was interviews from with Seth Rogen saying he considers it one of the worst raps. I go, yeah, I agree. It's one of the worst, but it's one of the most memorable ones.
Yeah, put respect on the DK rap.
Oh God, but no, he was the one that insisted that song is put into the movie. Like it had to be put in. I'm like, it has to.
It's DK.
He has his own damn song. Like it's DK. Oh God, no, but
Okay, but now we're into spoiler end. Oh my God. The first 20 minutes, how they all they had to do was just turn the camera sideways and we literally playing a more Illumination Mario game.
yep.
Going through the platforms and shit. I was like, yo. And when they're in the sewer, you literally see on the background says area like 2-1. I was like,
That was the first one I saw. I saw that and I go, oh shit. No, it was area. It was like 1-2.
yeah.
It was supposed to be the sewer scene that they were making like a comment to. And I liked that. I saw that a lot of these went over kids' heads. They were all full of kids in that room with moms and everything. And I'm just like, that's the sewer scene in the Super Mario Brother game.
And then in the diner, it's the Punch Out Pizzeria. I saw
Punch Out pictures.
The first thing I saw was, is that Glass Joe? And then I was like, Piston Honda. I was like, it's the Punch Out restaurant.
I love it. You see the Duck Hunt logo there too.
I didn't see the Duck Hunt logo.
Okay, so you see it twice. You see it in the pizzeria, and then you see it on the news where Pauline, which is the mayor, you see it when the boys get there. There's a little duck, and it's supposed to be the Duck Hunt logo. And I was like, "Oh my God, Duck Hunt!" I go, "Bro, is this like a callback to all your guys' property? Like, look what we got! Look what we got!"
Dude, there was a Super Mario Sunshine Easter egg I saw.
Oh yeah, the travel agency.
Yeah, and then you see the original Mario, Jumpman.
That was voiced by the original Mario, Charles. I forgot his last name.
Charles Martinet.
Yeah. Him voicing. This is what I liked is that they had him voice Mario and Luigi's dad.
I think it's fitting.
It is to play Mario for so long that you were the father of Mario and Luigi, like.
Yeah. And then what was another Easter egg before? Well, remember when they went to the rich people's place to fix the pipe?
That one guy. Oh, that one guy playing Donkey Kong in the background. Oh yeah, no, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Gaspacho,
yeah.
The one that was the Jumpman guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about one.
Yeah, when they went to that rich person's like building, right, to fix the thing, didn't you saw a Pikmin statue? I was like, is that Pikmin? I was like, what? Oh my God.
Funny thing is
we could
that
go all day on Easter eggs.
We could. Funny thing is I haven't been to the Super Mario World in California.
I want to so bad.
I do too. They said that there's little Pikmin statues throughout the park area, that section. There's people are saying that they're planning on expanding because they're doing a Donkey Kong World now.
Nice.
So they're thinking that they're going to be expanding the worlds through Universal Parks.
Donkey Kong ties. I want that
one.
because I want to buy one. If I ever wear a suit, be like, oh, I like that tie. What brand is it? Donkey Kong. And no, it's not racist because it was my idea.
No, but the one thing I did, what was the one thing that I was sitting there and I was laughing? Oh, I'm sorry. We were just talking about this. The love ballad that Bowser does for Peach.
Peaches.
Peaches.
And he was going in on that too.
I today I was looking because my friend Karen tagged me because I told her how much I was jamming out to the song Peaches. She tagged me in this thing, and apparently it's on Spotify. So
And,
I was driving around
and the music
and
videos on YouTube.
it was and on TikTok. I'm driving around, so I go, "Hey, because I have my GPS on, so I'm like, "Hey, play Peaches by Jack Black," and I start playing Peaches in the car driving around, and I was just like, "Oh God, Jack Black is a really good. He is such a good singer." Since we're talking
Tim,
about since we're
he
talking
has a
about
nice growl.
he does. Since we're talking about that, Peaches, like Bowser's Peaches for the Super Mario movie is eligible for an Oscar
I
because
was like, it's
it's
an
an
original
song.
that he wrote apparently in 30 minutes.
Well, the thing is that so the studio reached out to him. They said they gave him the pieces, and they're like, "Hey, do you want, can you help us out?" So he sat there, looked through it, and then 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, he just came up with the song. And he was nervous about singing it too, because he was like, "Oh, I really don't want to do it," but he just did it, and I'm just like, bro, that was the best part of the damn movie. It was the ballad, and that's what I
Yes.
like. Oh God, the song has a chance to, bro. If it wins, I swear I will. I don't know what I'll do. I'll be laughing
Oh,
the
I
whole
know what
time.
I will do. I will literally climb to the tallest heaven, look at California, wherever the Academy is, with so-called Academy for the Oscars, and literally yell with full bass, "Suck it! Nintendo wins!"
Oh God, no, and that'd be fuck. Most likely. I feel like Nintendo will push for that to be put into the Oscars just to have an Oscar. It's like Peaches. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Why not? Let's go. Don't be
Well,
a coward. Don't be a coward.
the one thing that I actually did like about how they did Bowser is that they gave him. This is the only picture I can find of him. They gave him so much character depth. Like you can actually see how much of a broken person he is, and all he wants is love.
Can you go back to the picture real quick? That's an Easter egg right there, because that's literally the top hat and the piranha bouquet from Mario Odyssey.
Yes, and his bow tie too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no. That I knew. I saw that. And I was like, is that Odyssey? That is Odyssey. Look at him looking sharp in his
It
suit.
looks so. Why does my Bowser look so cute?
He looks so adorable. I love it. Let me see. Hold on. Bowser is down bad thirsty. Yes, he is. But at the
No,
same
he's
time,
not. He's trying to do it as a gentleman. Well, in a way.
yeah,
He
50-50.
He asked. He didn't like full blown kidnap yet.
No, not yet. He eventually did, but but I'm sitting here and when I saw that and you start seeing more character depth, you see how vulnerable he can be. It's just like, I like that. I was like, wow, it's not like a one-dimensional villain where he's like, I'm going to steal the princess, make her marry me, and that's that. This guy had feelings. Like he actually had feelings and I liked it.
One of my favorite Bowser scenes is like he was with Kamek and he's like, "Come jam with me." And next you know, I was like, "Oh." I was like, I think I know where this is going. And if you look on the piano, it says Ludwig von Koopa. That's one of the Bowser kids' names.
Let me tell you what I'm hoping for the second movie, because they did announce that they're working on the second movie already.
Yeah, it's going to be Super Mario World 2 or Yoshi's Island.
Yes, because, okay, so let me get to the end credits. There's, like we said, there's 2 end credits, guys. There's 2. The first one is with Bowser in a cage reprising the song again, Peaches, and then he's interrupted. I'm like, you motherfucker. Like, don't interrupt the man. He is singing his love, his heart out for this woman who doesn't care for him. Let him sing. And then the second one is we get to see a Yoshi egg that was left behind. And they said that apparently during the wedding scene, if you look at the gifts,
it was in the table of gifts. I was like, is that a Yoshi egg?
Yeah, it was at the table. So I was just like, oh shit. So next movie we're gonna get Yoshi. So my thing is that I personally feel like they should have switched up 2 of the scenes.
You think so?
They should have. So the first one is what we see at the very end when you see Mario and Luigi that now they live in the Mushroom Kingdom. And they go down the pipes and it goes black, and then you see the Lumi Star.
Mm-hmm. Fucking Lumi Star.
They should have put that scene at the very end, at the end credits.
Mm-hmm.
And then they should have moved the Bowser scene to that portion. So when they goes down the pipe, it pans back to where Bowser's at the castle. And then the last one where Bowser's end credit at should have been the Yoshi egg. Because then everybody would have seen the two endings. But yeah, the last one was just, like not necessarily like a secret ending or anything. It's just more of like Furious Brothers Day Off. Like, what are you guys still doing here? Deadpool, where he comes out and he goes, "What are you doing? The movie's over. Go home, you weirdo. You think this is a Marvel movie?"
Like,
well, I mean, now.
I mean, and also that one scene where like everybody's having that party in Bowser's castle, and I'm hearing the music like, that's Bowser. I was like, what? I was like, there's so many Easter eggs like that you have to see and freaking hear. My favorite Easter egg of all time, straight up all time, is obviously besides the DK ride. That's top tier Easter egg. That's my favorite top tier Easter egg. I forget exactly where it was, but when Toad first arrived in the movie, if you hear the music very carefully, it's the beginning notes of Captain Toad.
Yeah.
I was like, you're Captain Toad.
So a quick question. So I want to talk about the voice actors. What did you think of Toad's voice actor? This is actually Captain Toad, because since you mentioned him and I forgot about it. What it was Michael Keaton, I think.
Keegan-Michael Key from Key and Peele.
Yeah.
I did not expect him to do a voice like that, and I'm sorry. He devoured. He ate. He ate.
He ate good.
He ate good. Because I felt like after Toad hits the hell out, he will talk like that. He's like, coming through. Get away! His brother's dying imminently. Not just kidding. Just making a pass. And it's like,
I love that. I actually liked how I couldn't tell it was him at first.
If you told me before or after it was Keegan-Michael Key, and I was like, I don't freaking believe you.
Yeah, I literally was sitting there and I was just like, wow. Because I mean, if you never told me he was doing the voice, because they said that when they were asking him to do the voice, he had it, but then they're like, can you do a little higher and higher and higher to the point where they got him at, okay, good, now stick it there. I actually liked. I couldn't tell it was him. Princess Peach, which was Anna Taylor.
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, Anna Taylor-Joy. What did you think about her Princess Peach's delivery?
She also ate, but I know that Peach is obviously not a typical damsel in distress. Of course not. She had games where she was on her own and she was actually in a game to save Mario, of course. Mm-hmm. But the way that she literally just jumped into action, it felt more like Daisy more than Peach.
Yeah, actually. Because there was a lot of people complaining about that. Because they're like, oh, I don't understand why she's like, doing all this. She's supposed to be the damsel in distress. I'm like, yeah, that's what it was back in the day. But you mentioned it, that she had her own standalone games where she had to go save Mario from time to time. Or she had to go save her kingdom. If I was a princess and I had a kingdom to run of these adorable little mushrooms, I too would have to learn how to fight to defend them as well.
Also, there was a moment in the movie where I just went like a full-blown audible aww. Is when I saw Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, and Baby Peach. I was like, yo!
That was adorable. I do like they gave her a backstory. Because we never knew, we don't know how she got there. But we have an idea that she came from Mario's world to the Mushroom Kingdom as a child. And I hope they explore that more in the new movie, the second one, that they explore it a little bit more and kind of give us more information. Like, hey, why did you come here? Like, what happened? Where are your parents? What happened up there that you ended up here?
I feel that there might be some other Mario games that are already connected, but in a very minuscule way. Because the Luma alone implies that Bowser may already have met Rosalina.
Most likely. Probably.
But also, I can't, also Bowser, Toad, and that Luma stole the damn movie for me.
Oh, God. They did. For me, the one that stole the movie was Bowser, that Luma, and Luigi.
Oh, Luigi hands down. Because, when I said that we don't need a Luigi's Mansion, we kind of already got that with him getting chased by the dry bones. And then I ain't gonna lie, I had a jump scare when the Shy Guys came out.
Oh god, I was expecting one of the Boos to come out, not the Shy Guys.
I felt like a Boo moment.
I was thinking a Boo moment. I was like, it has to be a Boo moment. But then when I saw the Shy Guys, I was like, never
Robotic
mind.
Turtle is right. Mario RPG. She was a member.
He was. And then the other one was Mario Kart stuff is my favorite part. Yes, the Mario Kart stuff was pretty epic.
And that's where we got AC/DC.
Yes, we did.
But I love when they got to the hangar, they were playing the Mario Kart music
Setup
from Mario Kart 8. I was like, let's freaking go.
The one scene that I started laughing, you guys mentioned it already in the comments about the gorilla that had the white coat on.
Mm-hmm.
The sports coat. I just love how they're just looking and they're like, I feel so underdressed.
I was like, is that Funky Kong?
I think it was because the thing is that in the crowd, when the DK rap comes in and you hear Cranky Kong like telling him where to settle down, he's like, you too, Diddy Kong. And you see Diddy off to the side, like, oh, but you see Diddy, you see Dixie, and you see one other one, which I think it was Crunky Kong.
Yeah, I think it's Cronky Kong.
Something like that. But what I didn't see, and I sat there, I go, where the hell's Candy Kong? Where's she at? We can't have the big titty lady or something? Like, what's going on?
It's a kid's movie.
I don't care. I don't care. She's part of the family too. Crunky. Thank you, Robotic Turtle. Thank you. Chunky.
Oh, Chunky Kong.
Chunky Kong. Thank you. But I sat there, I go, yo, where's Candy? Where's she at? Like, you could have, downed her a little bit, made her, blend in a little bit. Nah, you couldn't have her there. But I'm like, okay.
Also, because I am a huge fighting game fan, when I saw the scene with Mario and Donkey Kong like fighting in the Coliseum, Donkey Kong was straight up hitting him with the Smash Brothers move. The drop kick that was literally his side B. I was like, oh no, no, meteor effect. Oh no.
Well,
no.
that I personally feel that was a whole Smash Brothers moment in itself.
It was great. It was so good.
My dad was like,
there was a bit of a Mario Maker Easter egg too.
Yeah, there was actually. That is true.
Yeah,
but
the obstacle course.
My dad was like, "Where's DK Jr.?"
Yeah,
that's where it gets kind of confusing because the thing is that when the Jumpman game came out, they claimed to say that's Cranky Kong, and then when the second one came out with DK Jr., it's supposed to be his son, and then Donkey Kong and stuff. But then now they switched it up to where DK is Cranky Kong's son. So I'm like, that doesn't make any sense because wouldn't that make him this grandfather, like Cranky Kong, Donkey Kong's grandfather?
I was thinking that too. I was like,
I like the fighting area. Yeah. When I saw that, like, oh, that's my dad. I was like, wait, what? It's like, Dad, dancing pegs. Stop.
Fred Armisen. Gotta love him. Gotta love Fred Armisen.
I actually had fun with him.
Like, I was literally watching those Smash Brothers moves. Like, I thought I was watching Evo for a second. I was like, yo, the side B to the up A. I was like, oh no, the meteor effect. I was like, and then he just gets like launched. I was like, and that's game.
But when I just love the party scene, going back when he was making that speech, he's like, he's pointing out the Goombas, the shell, the Koopas, the Goombas, whatever you guys are. It's like, oh,
I was like, no, those are Spike Bros.
Those are the little spiky bros. But I love the Goombas. I want one. I don't know why they're evil, but I want one. I just want a little Goomba just to walk around my house.
They look like bulldog mushrooms.
They do. That was the first thing when I was looking at when I was a kid growing up. That was the first thing I was like, they look like little bulldogs. That's all they look like. But yes, Yoshi. He's adorable.
The herd of Yoshis. I was like,
the herd. What's it called? I was talking to Karen. She's like, oh my God, and I can't wait for Yoshi to come in. And I'm like, yo, we saw Yoshi like off to the side. You see it on Yoshi Island when they're running, like when they're traveling and everything. I'm like, everyone's going to want to have a Yoshi at this point. I want a Yoshi.
I love the fact that a world in Odyssey is like an actual kingdom in the world. The upside down pyramids, that's literally a world in Odyssey.
Yeah. No, all the different kingdoms were different, like parts of the map, and the map, like when they had the war room, that map itself was also, I think, I'm trying to remember which game it was, but you see like
I want to say it was what's the Superstar Saga? Was it Superstar Saga? No, it could have been. It's got to be an older Mario game than that.
It's an older one, I think. I'm trying to remember which one because I'm like, someone in the chat will probably point it out. But let me go to. But here's the thing: is that now with the success of this movie, because Rotten Tomatoes, like this is where like it bled into different things and different topics and all this, and I'm just sitting here, like wondering as to why people are just basing and molding their opinions around Rotten Tomatoes. It's just like, form your own opinions. Rotten Tomatoes was giving it a very low score at the beginning, but yet the audience attendance was higher.
Yeah, and I literally told this to my students, like, I personally don't give a crap about Rotten Tomatoes. I'm a man. I have my own brain. I can make my own opinions. But in certain aspects, if the place is credible, I will take their stuff into consideration. Like for me, when I decide to get a new game, I check gameplay videos, I check reviews, I go to Metacritic, IGN, Game Informer, or something like that. Credible sources, Kotaku sometimes.
Yeah.
And when I saw it was nothing but critic scores, I automatically put in my thought process, like, you're really going to trust the word of movie critics who probably never held a Nintendo in their life, or never held a Switch or a GameCube in their life.
Sorry to anyway. Oh, well, I mean, that is true. That is true. Because a lot of times the people that are critics, like you said, they haven't played the source material. They haven't really sat down and played. And
they probably have played Super Mario World 1 or 2, but they haven't played anything like Saga, Odyssey, Super Mario World 3DS, or anything like that.
Yeah,
because they're adults. They're dare I say they are boomers.
They're boomers,
not bombs. They're boomers.
Oh God, are you serious? Never forget that Rotten Tomato praise cuties. I haven't even touched that, and I'm not going to.
I'm pushing that far away from the side.
I'm like, because the thing is, like, when I saw they were like just bashing, and people were just already forming their opinions about the show, and I'm kind of like, dude, like the thing about critics is, like you said, go to credible source, people that know what they're talking about. Go to people that actually have done research and done the source, like gameplays. Go back to gameplays. I do the same thing. I go watch gameplays. If I like how the gameplay looks, I'll go play it myself. But I don't form my opinion around one person's thing. If they didn't like it, I'm not gonna like it. No, go in with a clear mind and go watch the movie and form your own opinions. Because when I saw like Rotten Tomato talking about the Super Mario Brothers in a negative light so quickly, it's just like half of the people that claim to be critics are trolls too.
Yeah, because of me doing my research, stuff like that, that's how I first got into the Yakuza series. Shout out to Super Best Friends Play. Now being Pat Stares at Wooly Versus and Matt McMuscles and their own separate things. And because of me watching gameplay and review, on Friday I'm getting myself Octopath Traveler 2.
Nice.
So plus I'm currently going nuts in Theater Rhythm, literally competing against my friend Kana, who's really good at rhythm games, to the point where like the scoreboard must be fixed. I hate losing.
But this is actually a good reason. Half of the critics don't understand the cat suit and the Kanoko suit.
Yeah, it's Super Mario. It's Super Mario 3D
Yeah,
World.
the cat suit recently came out. The Kanoko suit has been around for years.
Yeah, the Tanuki, that's the leaf. That was the leaf.
Yeah, the leaf. The one where Luigi goes, why are you dressed like a bear?
I was like, Tanuki, get it right. You uncultured swine.
Bitches.
Bitch.
But there was a person on YouTube, some girl who has never played Mario, was like, oh, I don't understand why he's dressed up as a cat. Like, is he a furry now? I guess he's going to cater to the furry community. I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about?
Hold on. Yeah, I need perfect silence for this. Okay, you ready? Ready? Stupid!
Oh God, no! But it was just like I sat there annoyed as hell. Like, oh yeah, you can't trust mainstream game reviews. You have to do your own research, and a lot of people don't want to do that extra, step of doing their own research and actually looking into it more. So with that success of Mario and everything, Jack Black has been going around saying that he wants Waluigi and Wario in the next one.
And I think he said he wanted Pedro Pascal to play
Pascal.
Wario.
He wanted Pedro Pascal to play Wario, and some people want Willem Dafoe to play Waluigi. There's
Why does that? Wait, why does that work?
I don't know.
No, that shouldn't work.
Because the thing is that I'm hoping that Yoshi does not talk, because I'm sitting here and I was already cracking jokes. I was like, please don't, because apparently people were saying that Tom is it Holland? Tom Holland?
Mm-hmm.
Harlan? They say that apparently he might voice Yoshi, and I'm like, please don't. Please.
No, Yoshi don't talk.
Yoshi don't talk. Yoshi don't talk. We don't need him to start talking. Like,
I mean, to be fair, Mario didn't talk, so
I don't need Yoshi to talk because I mean, like,
let him just answer his Yoshi.
This Yoshi did not talk. We're not getting nothing. He didn't talk.
I mean, it is kind of cute in a Jurassic Park kind of way.
Yeah, but there was also people saying for Wario they wanted Danny DeVito to be Wario as well.
That fits too. Or shot in the dark here, Guzman. The person who played Gomez in Wednesday.
Oh yes, Luis Guzman.
Luis Guzman I think he'd be a great Wario.
He would. Danny DeVito.
And Pedro Pascal could be Waluigi.
That would work, to be honest. Pedro Pascal as Waluigi would work, but I also like the idea of Willem Dafoe as Waluigi as well. I'm like, because the one thing I didn't mention, they had Spike in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he was from the Wrecking Crew game that came out before, like, Mario was known as a plumber. I liked that a lot. And there's this channel, I think it was called Game Theory or something, that they speculate that, and I was like, that would work, but I'm just like, no, I don't think it will work. That they claimed that Waluigi's dad was Spike, and I go, that would make sense. But the problem is that Mario and Luigi are about the same age as Spike in the movie, so it wouldn't make any sense to have Waluigi as Spike's kid. So
it's not just a theory; it's a game theory. I love that show.
I do too. But the problem is that how would you introduce these two? The only way I can think of it is like some weird experiment where you bring in this mofo in. You bring him.
Oh, Dr. Egad. You
bring him in. He clones the Mario and Luigi, and you get Wario and Waluigi.
Nah. There's literally a simple way you can introduce Waluigi and Wario.
All right, how?
After the aftermath of the movie, so Mario and Luigi are now popular in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
They're successful. Their business is going. Yes, they're living in the Mushroom Kingdom, but they still can hop around between the Mushroom Kingdom and Brooklyn.
Okay.
Wario and Waluigi get jealous. They see them all with all this fanfare and have to like, I can't stand those two. Let's ruin them.
Ruin them.
Let's just take their business, you know?
Yeah, it's true. But the thing is with Wario is that he's like a cold-hearted villain. Like all he wants is money. That's all he wants.
Mm-hmm.
And then Waluigi, originally he really wasn't Nintendo property. He was just created to be Wario's tennis partner when the tennis game came out, I think in the 90s.
Yeah, I know. That is the origin of Waluigi. He was like, he was just a partner for him in Mario Tennis. And now he has a full, now everyone loved him so much. People have been saying, put Waluigi in Smash. No.
He's never invited. He can't
never.
Be
You'd be an assist trophy because that's what he started. Vulcan Skull.
They do.
From Power Rangers. I'm so looking forward to Once and Always when it comes out.
Oh God, no. But you got, like, since we have Princess Peach, I feel like in the new movie they're probably gonna bring her out because people were complaining about Princess Daisy.
Daisy. Sarasa Land.
Yeah, they complained that she wasn't in the movie, and I'm like, dude, it's like a start of like the whole franchise. They had to work it out. They had to bring in the actual main characters in first before
the MCU.
Yeah, they had to bring them out, the OGs, before they bring out Daisy. And even then we had Daisy in the 93s, but it wasn't this Daisy. It was a different Daisy.
Also, Also, speaking of the cinematic universe, right? Like if Illumination decides to be like the actual people that will do the animation for the Nintendo movie studio, which I think they should, because Illumination, again, don't miss.
They don't.
Imagine, just picture it. Give Illumination the opportunity to make a Kirby movie.
Oh, God.
Kirby lore, if you know, is dark as fuck.
It is.
Also, only because I kind of want the English voice actor for Meta Knight from Kirby right back at you. The Antonio Banderas Meta Knight.
No, not Antonio Banderas. Pedro Pascal.
No. In the show, in the English dub, Meta Knight literally had like a Spanish accent.
Okay, never mind.
So every time Kirby would get a form, like say he turns to fire Kirby, he's like what's that? That is fire again.
Then you're just gonna get Puss in Boots and Kirby. That's it.
And what's your point?
All right, fine.
And then if that goes well, you can see other franchises like Zelda.
Zelda's been one that
dude, Metroid and Star Fox is gonna be freaking lit. If the Illumination did that.
Did you see the Star Fox reference?
Yes, on top of the TV while he was playing Kid Icarus.
While playing on the old school NES.
And then you see in the background behind the TV, you see pictures of like Nintendo Tennis and like the old sports games for the NES.
Yep.
It was like,
oh God. Nice. But since you did mention this too, we did mention about Rosalina, of Bowser having a run-in with Rosalina.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is that when it came to the wedding scene, I would have probably imagined her Daisy being at the wedding too. Or no, the whole wedding scene between Bowser and Peach. Wouldn't you imagine just Daisy just showing up and that's it?
And I would feel like it would be rushed.
True. Because can you just also like imagine the ballads that Bowser will be doing for these two, for Daisy and Rosalina?
It's a lot of woman.
That is, he's gonna
especially
be
Rosalina. Rosalina is like 7 foot tall, I believe.
Yeah, more or less.
Bayonetta height.
Bayonetta height, yes.
No, she's fucking tall too.
I know. Oh God, no! But the little reference they made about Mario not liking mushrooms.
I was like, huh?
That shit was funny. I'm sorry.
I was like, and then it's like, and then I love the scene like where he gets the blue mushroom, like, get fucked.
You got the blue one. You shrunk.
It's like, get fucked.
Oh God, no! But here's like more characters that I would like to see in the new, like the second one, which I'm like, even though this is still him, is Bowser Jr. I want Bowser Jr. in the next one. We did
see clown cars. We did see the clown car.
You did. You saw that a lot. I would love to see a Bowser Jr., even though it is technically just Bowser when he was a kid, and that's about it. But just to have him and the Kooplings.
Oh man! Hey, as long as I have my favorite of the Kooplings, Roy, because Roy's our boy. Roy's our boy. Roy's our boy.
Oh God, no! Just to have them, even though you did point out that they had a reference to one of them with the piano.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, y'all gotta bring the kids in. Just bring them in, have them go crazy. That's it.
Oh, there's one thing that I think would be such an awesome confirmation. Like, Nintendo will be like, okay, you made this a thing. We'll make it official. If somehow, some way, Nintendo, if they continue making another future Mario movie with Illumination, they finally let Bowsette be Nintendo canon.
Okay, maybe, yeah. I was
like, they do it in a tasteful way. Like bust out, like you see the Super Crown. I was like, no, Nintendo didn't.
They did. Well, that was the one thing I did forget to add in was Toadette was another one that they should add in, because in the newer games they have her and she puts the crown on, she becomes Princess Peach. So that's why people are like, if you put that crown on, makes sense. They need to put Toadette in there too.
Technically, they did because there were female Toads.
Oh, I didn't. I gotta go watch it again. I wasn't paying attention.
There were female Toads, but I didn't see a Toadette per se. But I did see female Toads. Also, them Toads were whooping Mario's ass.
They were.
Where was that security team during the? Oh, actually, no, that's too political. I was gonna say during
Yeah, don't.
That's too political, topical.
No,
But also there was one reference in that movie that made me go, God damn. It was the scene with what I had Mario Kart PTSD. Blue Shell.
Oh, but I was like, that's everyone's PTSD.
I was like, you're not escaping me. He's like, what the hell are you gonna do?
Blue
I
Shell.
was like, fuck! No, not on Rainbow Road.
Because when I was watching Rainbow Road, you know who I was like expecting to see, and I guess it's like been programmed is to see the Cloud guy, just to see him in.
That'd be so sick. That'd be a nice little nod.
I thought,
but they did play the original Rainbow Road for Mario Kart 64. So
yeah, the thing is, when I was watching that, I was half expecting him to just pop up out of nowhere, but nothing. And that's one character I would like to see, just for him to pop up in the next one. And ironically, when I was thinking about this, when I was putting this together, the way that I would have him introduced is him saving Bowser in a sense of like he is with Princess Peach, but then like the Toads don't really treat him nice because he's different. So he goes to the room where Bowser's being held, and it's like he tells him, "Hey, come with me or take me, save me, and I'll take you to a place where you're going to be respected." Does his little thing, takes him out, and then now he's that little cloud guy that throws bombs at Mario out of spite, like, man, fuck you guys.
Also, speaking bombs, I was hoping I would see like one of my favorite Mario characters, King Bomb, and I was so happy.
Oh,
I know, I was so happy. I was like, I see King Boo. He kind of looked unfinished. King Boo kind of looked unfinished, but I saw King Bomb. I was like, yes, it's Lord Majesty King Bomb. And then he gets accidentally lit. I was like, and he's like, I was like, fuck it.
But the one thing I do like to see would be Birdo.
That's a cautionary character.
I know, because it's in there with Candy, because it's just like, you know how people do that kind of, like, was it Rule 34?
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, it's the Rule 34, where anything happens, if it's there, it's gonna happen. I'm like,
it's gonna have the corn.
Yeah.
But
God.
But dude, there was a moment where I did not expect, like, because this is a really obscure. I think they only did it in one game technically, and then later on just became like little obstacles for the course, where Bowser launch the Giganto Bill. I was like, the what? And then I was like,
Bullet Bill.
No, Giganto Bill.
Oh,
and I'm like, oh, you're fucked. I was like, oh, sweet Miyamoto, you are fucked.
But the thing is that was one of the things in the trailer too.
The Jumbo Bill?
Yeah, it was in the trailer.
I guess I didn't see that trailer. But
I think it was one of the last ones was in the trailer. But God, there's a lot of characters that we want to add into this.
And there was another one with the Toad Guard. It's like, Princess? We never heard of Princess. Maybe she's in another castle. I was like, oh, you motherfuckers. I was like, God. Like, they're tricking you, and I don't like it. Bust out the frying pan. Like, you gonna go abuela on their asses? What? And they should start whooping it up in the kitchen.
He's like, go. I'll keep him distracted.
I was like, let me whip up something nice for you.
But yeah, no, but kind of going back to the Luigi's Mansion, like I would like a Luigi's Mansion. I know we slightly got one, kind of like a taste of it, but like Charles Day was the one that said, like, oh no, I really want to have a Luigi's Mansion. They just introducing King Boo was enough to be like, yeah, you guys can do it. You guys can easily do Luigi's Mansion. And I brought this guy up,
Dr. Egad.
Like, bringing him in, and this guy's like, here's a backpack. Now go experiment with it. Like, go do this for me. You can even introduce the Luigi Goo. Gooigi.
I would rather have the ghost puppy than Gooigi.
I like ghost. The poacher pup.
Yeah.
He was adorable.
He's like, oh, it's Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas, but exactly. Nintendo version.
But he's chunky. I
He's a
love it.
chunky boy.
He's a chunky. He's so chunky.
He's a chunky cadaver canine.
But like you said, it could easily be just a side story.
Yeah,
Easily.
yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Luigi's Mansion is like a very fun game. I'm probably gonna get Luigi's Mansion 2 because when I get paid. Because Octopath Traveler 2, Luigi's Mansion 2, because I never actually played a Luigi's Mansion since the first one. That was like a long ass time ago.
Oh, yeah.
And another thing they could possibly do, because I think they have the means for it. Sooner or later, if they do this Nintendo Cinematic Universe, you know what the equivalent of Endgame is going to be for this, right?
Smash.
Super Smash Bros. Part 1.
Yeah.
And me and my friends were actually talking about this. Have the first part literally be Super Smash 1, and then part 2 would be Brawl, and it'd be Subspace Emissary. And you you just fight Master Hand and Crazy Hand.
Yes. Yes.
Or if you want to go Ultimate, actually, I don't think it should do Ultimate because that's a licensing nightmare.
Yes.
Fight Galeem.
Yes.
Hey, Nintendo! I hope you're watching this, man. Your money.
Shit, start writing this.
Make it out to KA/. That's with 2 dots. Or make it out to cash.
What they could make it out to cash. Blank check, please. Just make it a blank check. That was one thing that I was before I even started, I was on TikTok and somebody did like a combination, like a whole video of basically every villain from like the Nintendo franchise along with like Sega with Eggman. And I'm sitting here and I'm kind of like, if they were to do that, how the hell would they be able to do like having a crossover with Sonic and Mario? Because Mario's CGI, while Sonic is he's CGI mixed with live action.
Remember in the movie, Sonic got to his world through the rings. The rings are basically dimensional gates. Heaven forbid he can go through the ring and accidentally go into the Mushroom Kingdom.
Well, in the second one, Robotnik is in the Mushroom world, Mushroom Planet, and people are theorizing that was the Mushroom Kingdom, but more of like a realistic version of what the Mushroom Kingdom will look like.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember he was there for quite some time too, so it's just like people are like, it could have been,
or it could have been Pikmin.
Could have been Pikmin. Actually, it's true.
Some characters in Nintendo and some video games tend to dimension hop like it's hotcakes. I mean, Link has multiple dimensions. Like, see, there we go. That's what we talking about.
I had to pull it up. I had to go grab it real quick.
The NCU, Zelda and Metroid first, then Starbucks and Kirby. Actually, I think they should do Donkey Kong first because you have pretty much the assets there.
Yeah.
And then Super Smash Brothers Part 1.
Part 1. Yeah, they should. To be honest, they should, because the thing is that there was one comment that I was looking at and I was not ignoring it. I was actually looking at it. Where is it? Right here. We were almost had a Zelda movie from the studio who did the CGI Ninja Turtles movie, the Ninja Turtles movie, and Astro Boy, but the studio got shut down. They've been talking about that for years because people were hoping that Netflix will pick it up and do it. But I'm like, please don't, Netflix. Like, anytime you guys do something,
Netflix, you have a bad track record.
You do, especially with video games. Like, no, please don't.
You ruined Death Note for me. I'm sorry, Netflix. And honestly, the only thing I will give you a pass for, because I actually thoroughly enjoyed it, I'm not going to give you shit for live action Bebop. I'm not going to give you shit for that.
I have to watch Bebop.
They did some story changes, but I actually kind of like it.
Okay.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The thing about this is that now that Sonic movie-wise is done so well, and then Mario's like, as you can tell by the numbers, if we play the meme again, that's why he's a goddamn goat.
Wait, let me go grab it again. Let me play this.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Thank you. I'm just saying this opens the door for for actual good production movies based off video games.
It is.
I mean, Legendary's doing a live action Street Fighter, and actually, I think I trust Legendary because they did the Godzilla movie with Bryan Cranston, and I loved it.
I gotta go watch it because they mentioned Bryan Cranston. I was like, and I saw part of it. Mm-hmm. He was only in there for like 10 minutes and then gone.
Yeah.
And I got a little annoyed by that.
I trust Legendary with Street Fighter because, like, if you give it some random suit that we never heard of, because we're not going to talk about Legend of Chun-Li.
Oh God, no!
Also, and if you ever if anybody talks crap about the old '90s Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme, I'm literally gonna look you in the eyes and say your opinion is trash because that had the best movie line I ever heard. Today will be the greatest day of your life, but for me, it was a Tuesday.
Well, I mean, we don't talk about that one because that also had Raul Julia in it as well as Bison. So I'm just like, we don't talk about that because that was one of his last roles too. I'm just like, no, I mean, the thing is that this should be these two movies, Sonic as well as the Super Mario Brothers, should give more studio like examples of how video game movies should be done.
Yeah, I'm waiting patiently for the right production studio, and they pay enough money to Guillermo del Toro. Where's my Devil May Cry movie?
Where is it? Let's go.
Capcom, you can make it CGI. Use the Resident Evil engine. You literally just released a poster for a new CGI Resident Evil movie where it has all of the main characters in one big team.
Yeah. The Dead Island or something like that. Like, I know Resident Evil something Dead Island.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm just saying, Capcom, you have the means. Street Fighter 6 is gonna give you so much revenue. Pull the trigger.
Yes. That because the thing is like I am a big Resident Evil fan. And the movies with Paul Anderson, like they were decent. They were good.
The first two I liked, the others I couldn't digest.
The first three for me were good up until when they introduced cloning is when I was like, okay, now this is some bullshit. Why are you introducing
and then you realize Resident Evil 5 is a thing.
Yeah. And then you're just like, fuck. Yes, he did carry that whole movie. He carried that whole movie. R.I.P.
And ironically, I'm facing my fears because I can't do horror games. I really can't. I'll admit I don't do horror games. I'm a bitch baby when it comes to horror.
I think video game adaptations should really be done CGI or animation. Yes, they should actually.
Yeah.
Because I actually did watch the Resident Evil one, not the TV series that with Lance Reddick, the other one that they had, Infinite Darkness.
Is that the one where Leon was literally in a hallway doing full blown perfect shots to zombies in the head in the hallway?
Yes.
I was like, that seems badass. It's like, why isn't everybody trying to copy the hallway scene from Daredevil?
I don't know. But that one, like, I do agree with you. It's a lot of video games that the source is there. The information is there.
The lore is there.
But do not sidestep and start doing your own thing. Going back to Paul Anderson with Resident Evil 1 was like he did his own story, but it still had the elements to it. When they did Welcome to Raccoon City, where they just threw everybody into one movie, it's just like, what are you doing? Like,
and let's not forget Monster Hunter.
We don't talk about Monster Hunter.
We don't talk about the feline chef winking at Mila Jovovich like, down, kitty.
God damn it. But yeah, a lot of movies can easily be done into CGI or animation, like easily.
And ironically, as I was saying before, I was facing my fears. I don't do horror games, but I want to face my fears. I'm a big boy now. I'm playing Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Ooh, that game. I saw the walkthroughs for that, and I want to play it now because I'm like, ooh, damn, this looks good.
Yeah, I was like, I played Village, like I watched someone play Village. I couldn't do first person horror, man. I'm sorry, but that I did play the mod with the Fly Swatter and Lady Dimitrescu. I'm like, I'm gonna be a brave boy now. Come here,
I'm a big boy. Come here, baby. Oh god, no! But don't get me started with the Ethan Winter storylines because I sit here every single time and I talk to my best friend about this too. I go, you know who the real villain of those two games are? It's not the people that we think is the villains. It's not the family from the six. It's not the people from the village. It's Ethan. Ethan's the villain. They weren't doing nothing, and he comes in like and Maya Winters. Her taking the job of watching Edith, like the little girl. It's like nobody told you to take that job. Nobody told you to take that job, and yet you took the job because you knew the consequences. And then AKA, not AK. Also, Ethan getting the message from his wife saying, "Don't come here." What does he do? He goes there. He's like, "I gotta go save my wife." I go, "Are you serious? Your wife just told you no. Do not come here. Stay where you're at. Just forget about no. You go and save your wife." Okay.
I mean, logically, in his position, if your significant other was in danger, and even if he told you do not come here, would you say, "Fuck that, I'm saving my man"?
No. It's like if I'm not so, I'm so, yes, I will go save him, but at the same time, if I start seeing things like fall apart, I'll be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go.
That's like I'd be like, you know what? Single doesn't sound so bad.
Like it's not that bad. And then with Village coming in and Chris Redfield looking like he has done so many steroids and just bulked up, turtleneck off.
Yeah, he'd be like he kind of yoked.
I was like, what happened to you? Why are you looking different, man? You used to be like, fit. Now you're just like pissed with the world.
No, you were the opposite of my female friend. The second she saw like when he came back in, God, the name you said the name and I'm forgetting. I'm not thinking Leon. I'm thinking Chris. The second she saw Chris in RE8 version, she literally spilled out the word like, "Ooh, daddy." I was like, calm down.
No. For me, Daddy was seeing Carl Heisenberg. I was like, "Oh, damn, Daddy, how you doing, Hobo Magneto? How are you?"
I was like, down, girl.
It's like, calm down. That's me and Molly. We're going back to the
like spray bottle. Like, no,
stop.
No, but it is literally Dante with a hammer.
It is, but I'm like, come on, can you blame Chris? No, I mean, yeah, I can't blame Chris, but I'm still sitting here like, then Chris, you should have not killed Wesker. You could have had years of chasing him down. You just had to go and kill him in the volcano when he turned into when he had the Ouroboros and you could have had Wesker.
I just imagine if we actually somehow escaped the village, right? And then I'm waiting in the car, hiding like for 20-30 minutes, and I just see you walking back to the car like tired as hell, like cleaning your face, like, what the hell did you do?
Where did you go? I was
like, where'd you go? And why do I smell metal?
What did you do? I made peace. Let's go. We're leaving.
I was like, what you mean? Motherfuckers, you bitches fucking Heisenberg.
Bitch, you nasty. You a hoe. I was like,
you want tetanus? Because that's how you get tetanus.
Oh, God. But yeah, the source material is there, people. But yes, the Mario Brothers Nintendo's world, it has to be done. Like the universe has to be done.
Nintendo cinematic universe. Like, look out, Marvel. Look out, Marvel. We coming for you.
It would give Marvel as well as the DC universe run for its money, to be honest.
I hate to say this, and I love comic books, but the DCU is pretty much DOA.
Okay. But yeah, so let's go to our other news. So I'm trying to think real quick. Oh, since we were talking about Resident Evil, let's just switch it up to Lance Reddick cause of death been released actually. Back in March, on March 14th, Lance Reddick unfortunately passed away and nobody knew what happened. So I would say a couple of days ago, they released his cause of death and it was a heart attack in a sense. Now, his wife actually came out and said that it doesn't make any sense considering his lifestyle. He was very healthy. There is such thing as genetics. It sometimes skips over and goes to other people. It goes into like someone else in your family. It skips over. So it could have been a possibility that it probably skipped over his parents and went straight to him. And it was like a condition that nobody knew that he had. It's a possibility. But yes, like we were talking about the last time, Lance Reddick passed away so young. 60. 60 is too young.
It's like, when you first told me this, I'm like, no way. He was so healthy looking and fit.
Yeah. I mean, with all the movies he's done that results of like doing a lot of like your own personal stunts. I mean, not necessarily John Wick with him standing behind a desk the whole time, but he was a very fit individual.
Yeah. Also, my friend literally just sent me some breaking news regarding well, since we're talking about the Marvel movie, it's video game news, right?
Right.
You're familiar with Genshin Impact, right?
Yes.
Yes. Well, there was a controversy where a voice actor for one of the very quickly popular characters, Tainari, was immediately cut from any affiliation with Genshin Impact because the original voice actor for the character Tainari, let's just say, pedo.
Oh shit.
Pedo. And my friend who I mentioned before, Jazz Kana, she told me who the new voice actor for Tainari is, and it's Zachary Gordon. Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Which version? Because there's two versions of it. Is the old version?
The live action. The first one.
Oh, shit.
Diary of Zachary Allen Gordon. Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Zachary.
And I'm getting information right now that it's already active. His voice is officially changed in the game.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Aw. Okay. Wow. Okay.
I'm like, damn.
Good
okay.
For him.
Good for him.
Yeah,
good for him.
Good for him. I like that. But wow, good for him. Zachary Gordon.
It was like Zachary. It's like Zachary Gordon. I'm looking. I was like, Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah, that's what he's known for. But okay, cool. Oh, wait, was he also in? No, don't tell me that. Hold on, let me look at this real quick because I'm like, this caught my attention. There's others that he's done. Never mind. No, I'm confused. Anyway, okay, so no, good for him. Good for him. Well, wait, hold on, real quick. Going back real quick to Lance Reddick, I had a random heart issue last year. Yeah, this a lot of times it goes undiagnosed. So for him, like, yeah, when I found out first 3 movies, yeah, I was caught off guard. But when I saw the other reports saying that, yeah, his family was just in disbelief about it, it's like, yeah, I could understand, but it's just like a lot of stuff goes undiagnosed, and he probably didn't even know either. It's the same thing with the actor. Oh, what's his name? He was in Grown Ups, and he was also in The Descendants too. He plays Cruella de Vil's son.
Oh, yes.
He also
he was in the show Jesse, I believe, on Disney Channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what was his name? Let me get his name real quick. There we go. I just saw his face. Carnelo Boyson.
Yeah, I believe that's it. Yes.
Yeah, he had what was his? He had a stroke, seizure in his sleep. Something like that. Like, and that was something he didn't like. No one knew he had. So a lot of stuff. There's some things that go undiagnosed, or sometimes it doesn't pop up, and you just don't know until it happens. Let me see.
Yeah, it's so tragic when it just happens out of nowhere. It makes you think about things. You think about like, God, I'm sounding like the Luma. Calm down, Kay. Calm down, Slash.
Calm down, Slash. When you get the sweet release of death, whoa, calm down.
Like no, and the Penguin King, the voice actor for the Penguin King hit me off guard.
Yeah, it's the voice of Cyborg from Teen Titans.
Yeah, Kerry Norton, I believe his name is.
Something like that. Yeah.
I was like the dude from Walking Dead. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's him. That caught me off guard when I heard it. I was just like, because like the first couple sentences I heard, and then when I hear more, I was like, that's Cyborg, and that's what's his name from Walking Dead? I forgot completely. But yeah, no, he was also in that movie too. I was just like, oh shit. I was about to mention that too. I completely forgot. But yeah. So in other news, this family needs to go. Okay. Do you watch American Horror Stories?
I have never watched American Horror Story before.
All right. So American Horror Stories has been around for quite some time. The last season they did New York. I'm still watching it because it was during the time period where I was really busy, preoccupied with a lot of stuff. And it's a really entertaining show up until this season, and last season kind of got a little like, I feel like Ryan Murphy kind of fell out of the storytelling a little bit. But apparently, this family, like I said, needs to vanish already. And I am not a big fan of this family. But apparently, Kim Kardashian is going to be in the American Horror Stories, starring alongside Emma Roberts. She is yeah. I am not a big fan of Kim K at all. I have not liked her for quite some time. And the only reason for their claim to fame is her dad, Robert Kardashian, because he was part of the dream team for OJ Simpson, and her mom, Kris, selling sex tapes of her daughter with RJ. And there's a whole thing about that with RJ coming out saying that he had to sign a contract with the Kardashians. So
you mean Ray J?
Ray J, sorry, RJ.
I
Ray
was
J,
about to say
thank you.
RJ.
Ray
Like,
J,
who?
sorry. Ray J.
I was like, I didn't know that last part. So.
Sorry. Yeah. No, that came out recently because he got tired of the fact that Kim was like, saying all this different stuff. And it got to the point where he got so fed up that he came out and said, no, this is not what happened. What happened was that there's two versions of the sex tape. And Kris actually sat down and watched both of them. And the one that we see that's been released with RJ and Kim is the one that she approved of. And he signed a contract that he could not talk about it or anything. He got fed up with it and was just like, no, I'm tired of it. Oh, I just saw one right now. Right here. Yes, Stone. Yep. See, yep.
We need to build a wall of dragons. It'd be the greatest thing ever. Yes. Full of scales, full of flames, sparkling.
Yes. But yeah, OJ Simpson hold the Simpson.
Oh God.
Oh God, no. But yes, Kim Kardashian is going to be an American Horror Story, as it is for me. I have been watching it, and I've been getting out of it little by little, and now just bringing her in because they had Lady Gaga in it before, and she was doing really good.
That's what automatically correlates when you said American Horror Story. I automatically thought of Lady Gaga. So.
She did the hotel, and that was the one that was her debut, and she did great.
And then she got a whole bunch of other acting roles in some of her movies.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. She started doing more Stars Born. She's doing the new Joker movie as Harleen Quinzel, but already they're establishing.
I'm looking forward to see Lady Gaga's rendition of Harley Quinn because she out there.
Yeah, she is. But yeah, so Kim K is now an American Horror Story. I don't even know if I'm going to be watching it this year. I'm probably going to do a tier of which one's my favorite ones, but I'm probably not going to watch it this year. Like, I can't bring myself to watch it this time. So we did talk about this one real quick before we started the whole thing. Jeremy Reynolds is walking again.
Yay! Hawkeye is walking.
He has been spotted, and he did walk on the red carpet with the help of a king. He was there is some video footage of him in a little golf cart, little like scooter, but he does get around with a walking cane. So a lot of people were thinking in the beginning that he was never going to walk again because he was paralyzed from the waist down, and I'm kind of like, where are you getting these sources from? Because
God is good. God is good.
Yeah. I'm like, thank you. Amazing actor, but it's just like, I feel like sometimes when people say like, oh, according to my source, he's not going to walk anymore. It's like, who's your source? Like, where are you getting the source from? People, they have clickbaits. They say that, oh, he's not going to walk anymore. That's a clickbait. You got to get it like we were talking about earlier about getting sources, going to the right sources and finding out what's going on. I mean,
I check the site first before I even click a link.
True. Actually, yeah, true.
Yeah. And I'm just glad because as a wrestler, where we trust each other with our bodies every time we do a match, there is a thought where one bad bump or one bad accident could fuck you up permanently. And just the thought of that scares the shit out of me. Yeah. But the fact that good old Hawkeye is still able to walk and there's not really any irreparable damage. It means that there's blessing. There's blessings. Oh, yeah. I'm so glad that he's okay.
Yeah, I mean, there is actually, I'm gonna have to watch it and probably talk about it next show. There is an interview where he does talk about the whole incident, like the snowplow running him over and him saving, because people were saying that he was rescuing a motorcyclist. but now the story is that he was saving his nephew.
Oh,
So I got to sit down and watch it. It's on Disney Plus right now, so I got to go sit down and watch it.
it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. So I'm
Well,
actually gonna, yeah.
Now I know what to watch after this recording.
But I'm like I said, I'm happy that he's doing a lot better. People need to like really look into the sources that they read, because some sources are clickbait. They just say, hey, some just want to hope for the worst for a lot of people. I'm just happy that he's able to walk, and him being in high spirit, he's still going to therapy, so it's going to be some time before he can like start walking without the cane, but I feel like he's going to be having the cane a lot more with him. And are we going to see him in more Marvel properties? I don't know.
I think it's too soon to talk about that. I say we should give him more recovery time before
Let
he
me
thinks
see.
about
Why
doing
don't you
anything.
back it up with source? My source is I made the
Made it the fuck up.
Fuck it up.
Oh,
God.
Speaking of which, like this actually relates to what Robotic Turtle was saying, because this literally is a case of like credit your sources, and I think the sources for this what I'm about to tell you is actually pretty legit because I've seen it myself. Since we were talking about video game movies, one of the movies we talked about last time with you, me, and Molly. Yeah. Remember I said I wanted a live action Jet Set Radio movie?
Yes.
Well, earlier this week, I believe, I think it was during the weekend, apparently somebody leaked footage of a Persona 3 remake as well as footage of a Jet Set Radio remake.
Huh.
And it's credible too, because later on there was a post that someone confirmed that Atlas bought the domain name p3re.jp, because in Japan when you type about a website, instead of .com it's .jp, and p3re it has to be Persona 3 remake.
Huh. Okay.
So it looks legit. I saw the footage. It looks super legit. And if this is true, then as a Persona fan who started the series with Persona 3, everyone's gonna be. I'm excited because P3 made me fall in love with game music, and I'm playing P3 Portable on the PlayStation 5 right now. Understand the concept of love. This guy gets it. This guy gets it.
God. But no, actually, I did see that. I think you posted up on Facebook too.
Yes.
I saw it, and I was just like, wow, we were just talking about that, because going back to talking about video game movies, Jack Black also mentioned in an interview that he wants a Red Dead Redemption movie to be made.
That would be awesome.
And I was just like, that's what I want, is a Red Dead. And you were like telling me, oh yeah, like all the other Western shows and movies that we have already. It's like, no, but this is Red Dead Redemption. Okay, this is different.
Watch it be Undead Nightmare.
Oh God, it'd be awesome. Oh God,
little George Romero action.
But
actually, no, wait. Didn't George Romero actually direct for Undead Nightmare?
I don't even know. I need
to look this up.
Let me see. Red Redemption. Redemption. What was it? 2? It was 1.
It was 1.
And what was it? Undead?
Yeah, the DLC, Undead Nightmare.
Undead Nightmare. Directed. I go, damn, look it up. It doesn't say. Oh, no, wait, no. You bastard. Why would you do that? It doesn't say. Where would I find it? I want to go to IMDb. There you are. Oh, I'm blue again.
No, it doesn't say it was directed by George Romero. It was highly inspired by George Romero. So.
Oh, okay.
It was definitely inspired by George Romero's work.
Yeah, it feels very George Romero. But yeah, going back to where are we going? Over here.
Video game movies.
Video game movies. Going back to this quote, which is why didn't you back it up with source? My source is I made the fuck up. Look, I can understand that a lot of people have their strengths and weaknesses. And I can tell you my weakness right now is comic books because I never really got to experience comic books growing up. I didn't start experiencing until I got a little bit older and I started going to comic book conventions and all that. And that was in my 20s. So I didn't.
One
None
of
of
us. One of us. One of
I
us.
started collecting comic books little by little. So I know my weakness is in comic books, but when it comes to research, like I spend time looking it up, making sure I quote my research, and I let you guys know where I got my information. There's just some people that would just go above and beyond and just lie through their teeth, like according to my source. Who is your source? Like, who is your source? Oh, it's this person.
Where the receipts?
Yeah, where's the? That's my whole thing. If you're gonna start something, you gotta have that receipt. And that's
Show me the Carfax.
Show me the car. Show me the facts. Let's go. Show me.
No fax, no printer. All facts, no printer.
Oh, my printer was broken. No, there's no fax then.
No. What a fax? What a receipt? What a Snapple cap fax?
Where is it? Nope. Okay. But yeah, no, I mean, people like do your research. If you believe that something like going back to Jeremy Renner, it's like, him being like, paralyzed from the waist down, not knowing what's going to happen, kind of going to the Jonathan Majors thing of the whole, like, there's video footage, which we haven't seen it as a community yet. But it's just like, don't quote something saying, oh, Disney's going to already replace him with somebody else. It's just like, it hasn't even, like, nothing happened yet. So it's just like, wait, like, don't form an opinion. Then when it backfires on you, it's like, well, yeah, like it was just, a thing. You just jumped on the hype because it was a big thing that everybody was talking about. And that's that. That's why, like I said, in my channel, I talk about everything and everything that I see that's super important. And then Jeremy Renner's walking again is awesome. Because a lot of people thought he was not going to be able to walk anymore. And now we got to see what's going to happen with him and his Hawkeye. All right. So last but not least, this is something that is completely unexpected of me because I bought my ticket for this and I have to do this. My predictions because I'm going to go see Renfield. And you mentioned that it gives you Sorcerer's Apprentice vibes, which is Nick Cage and Nicholas Hoult. Basically you got that Sorcerer's Apprentice vibe. When I was watching the trailers again for this like 100th time just to kind of see where you got it, I finally understood. I was like, okay, you know what, it does make a lot of sense as to why you see it as a Sorcerer's Apprentice kind of vibe. I personally feel like this whole movie in itself is obviously there in the trailer because about, like I said in the very beginning about the Mario Brothers movie, about 80 to 90% of everything that's going to be in that film is in the trailer. It's just that small 5 to 10% range is not. I personally feel two things is going to happen. One, which this is the reason why I want to talk about it now, because I finally found out what Ben Schwartz's character's name is going to be, and it's Teddy Lobo, which he's supposed to be a crime lord.
Mm-hmm.
And oh god, so I remember seeing like the behind the scenes like photos way back before they even announced this film, and I remember seeing one of the videos that Ben Schwartz put up. And I kid you not, I thought we were getting another movie about Chris Angel. Remember, I think there was a movie with Chris Angel, but it was Jim Carrey doing like an impersonation of Chris Angel. It was supposed to be like this whole magic battle thing between his. Like,
I know what you're talking about.
So yeah. I thought we were getting that. I go, are we getting another magic, like a magician movie or something? Like, are you serious? But when I saw more of the trailer coming out, I started thinking to myself, I said, oh, I think I have it figured out already. So my prediction of this movie is this. Obviously, it's there. Renfield is trying to kind of break away from Dracula because he's been working with him for about 90 plus years. Mm-hmm. And he wants to get out of that toxic relationship. And obviously, it's just that toxic relationship dynamic that a lot of people nowadays are kind of dealing with being in a bad relationship and you're trying to break out of that. And it's an upward battle of trying to break away something, a cycle that you got so used to, and trying to go into something different is going to be like I said, an upward battle. Now,
you're trying to break away from Dracula. I have somebody who can help you. If you take this number, it's for a company called Belmont Cleaning Services.
yeah. So two things could easily happen. One, I feel like something revolving around Ben Schwartz's character. Because I feel like Ben's character is literally trying to prove himself to his mom, because there's a female character there as well that I feel like she's in charge and she's trying to kind of like pass the rings down to him, but he's trying to prove himself. And that's a character that he always plays, is somebody that's trying to prove themselves. He does it through Sonic. He does it through the Ninja Turtles. He does it through DuckTales, of him being the middle child where he's trying to prove himself that he's good enough to be something. And
I could have been Turbo.
No.
I
could have been. There we go.
Turbo.
But I feel like either A, it's a whole war between that two. Dracula and Renfield work together. They settle their differences. Like, look, I'll let you be free. You can do whatever you want. I just, all I have you here is because of this reason. Or two, Renfield and I guess Teddy Lobo, just work together to get rid of Dracula, to kind of like make a name for themselves. So I'm just kind of like, okay, this is going to be interesting. So I get to go see it on Friday. So it's going to be fun. Am I going to like it? I don't know. Because it's one of those movies where I kind of like question, but I'm hearing a lot of good things about it thus far.
Sorry about that. I thought something fell.
Oh, that's cool. But what it is actually caught me by surprise. It's a comedy horror film.
It looked like a comedy horror film.
Yeah, so I was kind of like, okay, so this is gonna be interesting. So I'm probably gonna have fun. So on Monday I will be reviewing Renfield on Monday. So I'll let you guys know. So yeah. That is our show. This is a shorter show than last time because we're in like an hour and 56 minutes. So this is a shorter show. So it's
57.
So I am going to end it here. This was a fun show. We had fun talking about Mario. I actually did. I cannot wait for the next one to come out.
Man, so many wonderful movies coming out.
Oh, wait, one more time.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's here, baby! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
I had to play that one more time. Just one more time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I want to say thank you to KA/ for being on my show once again. All his information is down below. Also, one more time, why don't you talk about and announce the shows that you are going to be having one more time. So in case people caught it late, catch it early, catch it now.
Once again, KA/, a proud member of the roster of Coastal Championship Wrestling, the last territory, the greatest wrestling in the East Coast. We are having a full weekend of shows. Friday first, we got Conquer Kissimmee, and of course, Kissimmee, Florida. And then Saturday, we have CCW Breakout in our training facility in Pompano. And Sunday, we have in Homestead Battle in the Redlands. And you can get all the information for that in the website at ccwwrestlingfl.com for ticket information. Definitely check it out. Try to come to one of the 3 shows. You're not going to be disappointed. We have literally the best wrestlers and the best up-and-coming wrestlers to date. This is the KA/Nerdzilla approval right here. So come check us out. Become a new fan. Join in on the greatest wrestling that you'll ever going to see in Florida and on the East Coast, because we are the last Tory and we are CCW.
Nice. So once again, this is KA/. All his social medias are down below. Instagram and TikTok. Follow him there for more information about CCW wrestling.
Trying to get the 5,000 followers on TikTok. Let's go.
Yeah.
Before it gets shut down.
I had like probably 15. I'm not on there that much. I'm trying. I really am. But now I'm hearing it shut down. So I was like, why did I download this damn app? But follow me on Instagram as well, Twitter as well as TikTok. Also, like I mentioned in the very beginning, I do have a Ko-fi thing, which is basically a page where you can make little donations or tips. Like I said, I don't expect anybody to give me a tip because of the fact that I love doing what I do. I love talking to people. I love making new friends. I love talking about stuff like that is on my mind that I see that's super important. So here's the QR code for my coffee. You are more than welcome to donate if you want. It's up to you. I'm not expecting it, but it's there if you guys want to. With that said, I will catch you guys next Monday at the same time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on I'm like looking at my thing real quick on this side, real quick on April 17th, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is 7 p.m. And that's my alarm clock.
And one more thing, I got the show for Sunday wrong. It's not called Battle at the Redlands. It's called Rumble at the Redlands.
Oh, okay.
Rumble at the Redlands at Miami Brewing Company in Homestead, Florida. Bell time is at 4 p.m. We're doing an earlier show than normal.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you heard it. Next time I have them, I will have all that information like down below in a ticker. That way it's a lot easier because I'm like, so yes, please check out ccwwrestling.com for more information on all his shows that he just mentioned. And I will catch you guys next week. Also, be on the lookout for on Friday. I will be making a list of all the shows that are upcoming shows. I actually so far have about 5 shows, almost 6 shows coming up very soon. So you might see him in one of them because I was talking to him about one of them. You might see him in one of them later down the road. Till then, I will catch you guys in my next episode. I am like quickly going around like without a chicken, the chicken without his head. Where are you? There's my names. No, it's not it. One more. Sorry, I'm like learning. All right, I will catch you guys next time. I love you guys. And also, please, please, please be kind and rewind. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.